New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
What's up, everybody? Color, Mikey K.
What's going on, everybody?
I guess complaining is a strong suit of the Buffalo fans. Nightmare.
Yeah. Buffalo.
Yeah, they're
Pam
strong suit is
Collins.
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, he's that's King Fish Fry.
Hasn't he figured out yet? We're closer to the equator. Our clocks are more accurate than theirs are.
Yes, probably.
Like we have the correct
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Everybody else is too early or too late. We're the ones on the right time.
So
No, that wouldn't be true if we don't use the atomic clock. So now everybody's set to it.
atomic bomb.
That's why I said we're closest to the equator. We're almost in the same plane as the same azimuth as the satellites.
Man. By the way, have you been checking out the link I sent you with the fake trailers?
You said the link with the
Color.
what? Oh,
With the fake trailers?
Yeah, fake trailers. Fake movie trailers.
Oh, movie trailer.
It's like they're a parody of movie trailers. Every movie trailer.
Oh, movies.
Oh, yeah.
Movies that's been out or movie that's about to come out.
Oh no, yeah, but it's been out. But they did.
Yeah, kind of like how that's kind of what Pablo Francisco used to do with with his impression of the movie trailer guy.
Yeah, that shit was funny. He does Ghost, but just about any movie you could think of, he did a freaking movie trailer too. It's called Real Trailers or some shit like that. But it's funny as hell.
Wow, that's cool.
But anyway, I sent you the link, Colin. I'm surprised you didn't check it out yet because I know you'll love that channel.
Yeah, I did. I actually did. I got the link. I put it in the minutia.
I got you.
But no, now that you've given me a little more intro to it, yeah, that's going to be on my list there. That's fun.
They do Ghostbusters, Batman, Star Wars, Ghostbusters.
So they're just carrying Pablo's idea to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I mean, and
Right.
you know, it's yeah, you know,
Yeah,
so
sometimes I wonder if maybe one of the production companies might have hired Pablo Francisco after he did those comedy bits. You know, like, hey, by the way, you actually do sound like the movie trailer guy. We've got some work for you to do.
I don't know if it's him, but somebody did their own YouTube channel. It's a lot of good
Right, right. But do they do it? They do it sort of with the same voice.
yeah, pretty much. So,
Hmm.
but anyway,
Now
we
I'm
had
definitely curious.
we had the Hall of Fame game, and so I know how we do. I got it. The top 10 NFL teams franchises with the
Turned
most
out to be the best Hall of Fame game, by the way.
Hall of Fame famers in with the most Hall of Fame, right? And of course, I'll give everybody a
That game was
chance,
sick.
2 chances to guess which one. But
A good start to the season.
I didn't see the game, so I heard you call it. Apparently, Michael K loved the game that you called. You called the game, and Michael K was very pleased with how it
Michael
went.
K loves everything I do.
Shout out to
So
Craig Seabridge. What's going on, Craig?
Craig Seabridge. No, he's Craig.
Remember,
He's Craig Benz. He's been upgraded.
yes. Remember,
So you
we
got
have to draft. We have to draft the Alabama quarterback till we get it right.
to. Speaking of questionable quarterbacks, quickly, Tonk, did you got a rundown for us on how Carson Beck looked the other night?
By the way, here
dude, Carson Beck was lighting up. It was lighting up, dude. Carson
Yeah.
Beck was everything Arizona needed 100%. Their
Really?
run, dude, how he,
Yep.
dude, all their quarterbacks look good on both teams. Every quarterback,
Jacoby about to be looking over his shoulder.
dude, yeah. Every
Apparently
quarterback that played, fucking lit it up, dude. Except who started on Carolina. Whoever started on Carolina, he didn't light it up. It was the quarterback after him.
After 16.
It was
Pickett.
number 16. Yeah,
Kenny
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, Pickett.
Kenny Pickett was
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett was lackluster as fuck. But who followed him up lit it the fuck up, dude. Lit it the fuck up.
Yeah, he had some odd
Carson
name. I remember you mentioned it.
and
It was kind of some odd name.
Is it DeVito?
Dude,
What's
100%.
DeVito?
100% Beck was everything Arizona needed. 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's like
No, Crypto, I think it was a rookie.
And dude, the
guy
run
Tom's talking
game,
about.
dude, the run game on Arizona is fucking sick. Like it was one of the best. It was one of the best preseason games I've ever seen.
I mean, for a Hall of Fame game,
Right
out of the Hall of Fame games, Hall of Fame games are even worse than the regular preseason
I know,
games. So
dude.
that's cool. It was
like
cool. It was a good game.
I wasn't expected shit. I was like, I'm just gonna go on here and just enjoy it being a football game. And
to
then
have a walk-off touchdown like that,
by the end of the first quarter, I was like, oh, yeah, dude, like it.
Oh yeah, Tom, that was
it was nonstop.
Tom, that was for Carolina. For Carolina had what's his name running the rock that ran in a touchdown early on.
All the way until the end.
By the way, the quarterback was Hayes King.
Yeah, King. Yeah. King lit it up, and then there a second quarterback after him, the third quarterback. I mean, did good too. There was another quarterback on Carolina that played. They both looked really, really good. Like the starter, what's his name? Fucking the regular season starter. He better tighten up, dude, because King will take his fucking job.
So it was the quarterbacks that played. The quarterbacks that played was King and Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Those only two quarterbacks played for Carolina.
I could have sworn a third played. I could have sworn a third played.
So let me read the stats here. King was 21 of 34, and Pickett was 8 of 11. That's it. And that's for Carolina. And then
okay, so he only threw 11 times. Okay.
So it sounds like King played most of the game.
Yeah. He was
And then, of
He's
course,
one of the
and
last
for
five.
Arizona, it was Carson Beck and Kendon Slovis.
Yeah, Slovis.
Slovis.
Yeah.
Hey,
Slovis. Yeah.
Shake. While you
Slovis
got
was
the
running.
tape up,
Slovis
while you got
was
the tape
running.
up, do you know who was running the rock for Carolina early in the game? Has a touchdown. He had a touchdown.
Uh,
I was
the
surprised that they picked him up behind Chuba Hubbard because he's a good back.
DJ Dillon, AJ Dillon.
He should be. He should be back.
AJ Dillon, yeah, AJ Dillon. They got AJ Dillon coming
Oh,
behind
AJ
Chuba
Dillon.
Hubbard now, man. That's a room right there, man.
Yeah, AJ.
I
I
mean,
didn't know AJ was still playing.
honestly, if Arizona
Yeah,
keeps
he
playing,
scored a touchdown, man.
if Arizona keeps playing, they'll come in at least third in the division if they keep.
Yeah, they're starting to stack up there in that locker
They're
room.
gonna surprise. They're gonna be a tough out for a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they were giving Bryce Young. They were giving Bryce Young the Tua treatment. He was in civilian clothing all night.
Bryce Young better tighten up. He's gonna lose.
He'll play next week though, because it's the preseason. Well, actually, normally they play the second game. It'll be the third game for them. Be the second game for everybody else.
Well, yeah, they're making they're finally making that statement that he's gotten over whatever, and they're behind him 100%. That's what that is. They're saying he's the guy now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So week 3, you'll see him play maybe 2 or 3 quarters for the warm up for the regular season. That'll be their third game for them, and it'll be our second game when we'll see the bulk of our
both them teams looking like they want to compete.
All right. Yeah. The Arizona was my surprise team to get to 7 to 8 wins. Surprise everybody.
I mean, yeah, dude. I had no idea. Like they loaded up, but
I don't think they get swept by the Niners and all them other teams in their division. I think they knock off a couple.
No, the Niners ain't sweeping nobody this year, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm picking them not to beat them.
Dude, they're
I'm thinking Arizona gonna get every one of them at least.
Carson Beck, he splits up the defense really well, and then Julius, he's really good at running. Like he's good at running, and he's good at sliding.
Still got McBride. They still got.
He's good at managing himself. Outside. Beyond the line of scrimmage. I love that game. I can't wait to call more games this season. I know Mikey K is going to listen to every single one of them.
Michael K can't wait. Michael K.
I know, dude. He's going to be sitting there. He's going to wear 2 pairs of panties because they're going to be so wadded up.
So, all right.
He's got a granny panties on and a slip. He's wearing a slip.
He's got granny panties. He's got granny panties and then granny panty. So we got briefs and boxer briefs. He's got granny panty briefs and granny panty boxer briefs.
Michael K is gonna wear the old bloomers. He's wearing bloomers.
Speaking of color commentary, before you get too down the road, Shake, how about that Tony Romo news?
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't
Yeah, he got arrested for DUI, right?
Oh no, that was
it looks like
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Wait, what I missed? What happened with Tony Romo?
Yeah, we brought it up.
Well, it looks like
pictures. I showed pictures of him and Tiger Woods last week.
Yeah.
Right. I think Shake. I think the latest news that I had shared the other day was that he's on the outs with CBS because of it.
He's on leave.
Good.
Oh, Tony's out.
We'll see what happens with that.
It's crazy because
that's an FAFO.
I rather. The only thing I didn't like about him calling games
I know.
Josh Allen.
Weeks ago, you fucking knucklehead.
All right.
No, it was because he was. It's because I think it's CBS suspended him or something. That was what I was trying to.
They put him on leave. They put him on leave. He's on leave. Yeah, he's suspended. But
he's not the only one he needs to be put on.
Is Ali up here?
Yeah.
I heard Ali for a
second. You're really low though. You're really low though.
I guess.
Hey, low.
Yep, got to hit that gain, Ali.
You guys can't hear
me. Ali, I can't hear him at all.
I can hear you.
Yeah, your gain needs to come up a little.
My gain is at the highest it
can. Yeah, I don't hear him at all.
Do you have a booster that's turned off or something?
No. I can't hear Ali.
How's that? Can you hear me better now?
Not really. Same.
Yeah.
Usually you're really powerful because you got an audio system. You know what I mean? So it's like it sounds like it's not going through your main drive. I mean, the quality does, but the volume is really low.
All right. Now, can we get to the topic? All right.
Oh, you got the button to shake. You can get to anything you want.
So, damn, where the hell crypto go?
Is that better at all? So you guys can hear me now? Maybe.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yep, a little bit.
Testing.
Color, can you turn your mic down?
I would need help with that with you guys. I would need somebody to turn me down in the back. I got it auto controlled in StreamYard.
Let's see.
I already took care of it.
Yeah, that's better, Ali.
How's it now?
It sounds perfectly fine. Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
You're better.
All right. Well, all I was trying to say is in that first Hall of Fame game, I liked the fact that both teams came to bring physicality. There was a lot of hitting going on. In fact, I remember one where the receiver caught the ball deep, and as soon as he caught it, he got laid out. But he jumped right back up like it was nothing. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, he did.
So I thought he was going to be down. I was like, holy shit. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. This is probably one of the best preseason games I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Ali. Considering the Hall of Fame game is usually even worse than the regular preseason game.
Yep.
Looks like they got the turf problem fixed up in Canton.
What turf problem?
Is that field in Dayton? Didn't they have a turf problem there a couple seasons ago? They had to cancel the game?
Could be. It could be. Yeah, but it's a Canton.
All right.
Yeah, it was a big thing because it's like, oh my God, the Hall of Fame field can't even have good turf.
All right, so here we go. It was the Hall of Fame game, so like I said, we're gonna take a stab at. I have the top 10 list of the NFL teams, top 10 teams, NFL teams with the most Hall of Fame famers in it. I'll give everybody 2 cracks. So at it. So
hold on, say that again. What is it?
Top 10 teams with the most NFL Hall of Fame inductees.
Hey, could I make a suggestion, Shane?
For
how it flows? Could we get all our guesses in first before? Could we get all our guesses in first before you run through? Tell us the actual ranking.
No, we'll continue how I was doing it. So
okay.
I appreciate the suggestion, but that's how I'm gonna do it. So
no problem.
All right.
I'm gonna say. So you said I go first?
Yeah.
New England Patriots.
Not on the list.
And damn. Then San Francisco 49ers.
All right, they are in the top 10. So they are
49ers would have been my guess. Am I next?
Yeah, you're next. Go ahead.
All right. I gotta go with probably one of the teams that played in the very first Super Bowl ever, and that has to be Green Bay.
Number 2.
Okay,
36.
I figured as much. They've been there.
By the way, San
since day
Francisco
one.
has 30.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Damn.
And then the other team, I'm gonna go. I'm a Midwest guy, and I gotta stick in the Midwest, a place that is known to be the Windy City, and also probably makes some of the best hot dogs you've ever had. I'm gonna say Chicago.
Yep, you got number 1 and 2. Bears.
Oh
Crypto's
wow,
hometown,
Ali!
man.
Wow,
Bears
what a
have
great
41.
get 1 and 2. That's fucking crazy, dude.
You
I didn't
took
know it'd be
Crypto's
1 and 2.
hometown, bro.
To be honest, my first pick
Yeah.
was 49ers because I think they have
I
more than
was
anybody.
I should have said Dallas.
Dallas is a good one. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well,
I was
yeah.
gonna.
I mean, we got a couple people left to guess, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Color. Go ahead.
Well, Dallas, and the Giants.
All right. Yeah. Both on the list. Dallas with 32, and the Giants they're tied with 32. There's a 3-way tie.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, that was gonna be my pick. He stole it.
What
But,
number is the Patriots?
I don't know. They're not in the top 10. I can tell you that.
they're not top 10.
No, I'm disappointed. I made a comment about hot dogs and you didn't comment at all.
No, because that's not. But that's what Chicago's known for. They're known for pizza, as far as their staple
That's
cuisine,
true, but it's
far as
Chicago
meal.
style pizza.
Hey, St. Louis is the hot dog place.
Yeah.
And Subways.
I don't know. I had a really good
Yeah.
hot dog in Chicago once, so that's why.
Yeah,
I
they
said
got
it.
good hot dogs too. The Maxwell, the Maxwell Street ones. Yep, those are good.
All right,
But
Color.
I'm-
Crypto.
My since Color got the Giants in one, I was gonna pick the Steelers and the the old Colts.
Ooh, the old
Well,
Colts.
Pittsburgh Steelers has
Baltimore.
Pittsburgh Steelers is the other one that has 32, and the Baltimore Colts is not in the top 10.
Can I ask a question?
Wow, so Dallas, New York, and Pittsburgh are all tied at 32. That is spot on. That's exactly what I would have thought.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I got a question about the old Colts though. If Don Shula is in the Hall of Fame, which I'm pretty sure he is, right? Does that mean that he's both a Dolphin Hall of Famer and a Colts Hall of Famer?
I mean, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Brought him into the Hall of Fame. Like, is it
He's
possible?
normally the team that way he goes in with.
Ali, considering that each franchise has its own local Hall of Fame, then yeah. You know, it's a national Hall of Fame. Yeah, so yeah, both teams would be covered.
So that means
I'd say.
Yeah.
so that means Kansas City is reaping off of 49ers with Joe Montana then.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. Damn, I never thought of it that way. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just
Yeah.
had to
No,
ask
no,
the
you're good.
question.
Especially if he had a good career with both, you know. But, you know, Shula's first Super Bowl appearances were with the Colts.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of them would be ripping off Zonka too. Zonka played for another team before he retired.
Yeah, I thought he went to either Green Bay or did he go with the Redskins?
Or the Giants, was it?
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, thought it was an NFC team.
Jason
I thought-
Taylor's a Hall of Famer, right?
It might have been
I'm not-
Washington.
Yes, yep. Jason Taylor will go in as a Jet.
He's not only is he a Jet, he's also a commander too.
A commander, yeah, so
Jet
it counts for them.
Jet and Washington. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah,
Didn't think about that.
Is he? Yeah, I guess that's right. He does have a goal.
And I don't care. Zach Thomas played for 2 teams. He's a Dolphin. Goddammit.
yeah. I know.
Might be a lot of guys. There might be a lot of guys we can claim because they got it with other teams too. I'm trying to think.
Well, if that's the case. Then Junior Seau
Is Thurman Thomas in?
Is a Junior Seau.
Junior
Yeah,
Seau
Junior
was-
Seau. What about Thurman Thomas?
I don't know if he went in with us though. I think Junior went in as a Charger.
But I'm saying though,
But he still played for us.
Yeah.
So if Chiefs could claim this guy, we could claim Junior Seau then.
Right.
And the Patriots.
Exactly. Which means I think we get Thurman Thomas too. Thurman Thomas has a gold jacket, right?
Yeah, he does. Yep, Thurman. We get to claim him,
If he
even though he's a
did, it would
Dolphin.
be
Even though he's a Dolphin
travesty.
killer. Even though he's a Dolphin killer, so he wouldn't, you know.
Right.
So-
right.
Here goes the top 10. Chicago with 41 inductees. Green
Yeah.
Bay with 36. Los Angeles Rams with 33.
Ah, that's
Pittsburgh
the one I was
Steelers
thinking of. Around.
Rams,
32.
of
Dallas
course.
32. Commanders 32. Giants 32. 49ers 30.
You got
Vegas
to go back to
Raiders
the 30s.
25. And Kansas City Chiefs with 25.
Mm.
Got 25 now. Okay. They'll have Mahomes, so add
Oh, Vegas
26.
was in there, huh?
You think Tyreek go in as a Chief and a Dolphin, huh? So that'll be 27 for him. And Kelsey, so he'll go in as them too. So they got at least
and
three
yeah, and
more coming. Four more coming.
Philadelphia is going to get one for Andy Reid.
Yep. They got at least four more coming, at least. That'll be added to their total. They'll be up to 30 before you know it. Because
No, we
so you gotta
can't.
wait. You
We
gotta
we
wait 5
we gotta
years.
hope that Frank Reich. We gotta hope Frank Reich never gets in, bro. He's gonna give like 5 teams a
Yep.
spot.
I actually am looking right now.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now in Baltimore. I don't see. Oh yeah. Don Shula, Baltimore era legends.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
have
we
Yeah, the
only got
Baltimore
like
Colts.
they
I
don't
think we
have
only
him.
got
They don't
like
have
There's a
12.
him.
three-way tie. There's a
Hold on, real
three-way
quick.
tie. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Shane, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They don't have him as a I guess Hall of Famer, but they have him as a Baltimore era legend, which is Don Shula.
Interesting.
Hmm.
But to answer the question about players who played for multiple teams, there is a three-way tie at the top of Hall of Famers that played for the most teams. And I'll tell you, all three of them played for 5 different teams. Can you name the
Wow.
players?
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Go,
Marcus
go
I
Allen.
ahead.
want to say
Go
he
ahead.
played for 5 different
No.
teams. I'm gonna say the one of the inductees this year played for 5 teams. I think Peppers played for 5 teams, didn't he? Julius Peppers, is he on the list,
Not
or
on the
was
Maybe.
it
list
4
I'm
teams?
looking at. No.
Or was
It's
it 4
gonna it's
teams?
gonna likely be
I'll
it's
give
gonna
you. I'll
likely
give you
be a
one of
newer
them.
guy. Let's see.
Ryan
I'll name
Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
I will give you. I'll
Bird.
give you the teams he played for. Name the player: Falcons, 49ers, Cowboys,
Oh,
Washington,
Deion Sanders.
and Ravens. Yes, that is Deion Sanders. He's one of
Yeah.
the
Dion,
3.
yep, Dion.
Now here's an interesting
Deion
one. I'll
played for
name the. I'll
5.
name
Yep.
the teams if you can name the player: Eagles, Cowboys, Rams, Falcons, Browns.
Terrell Owens.
Vinny
You said
Testaverde.
Stockton?
It's Tommy McDonald. Is who that person is.
Oh, but
And then the
Terrell
last
Owens.
one.
That
The
could have
last one
been
is
Bernie Kosar too.
The last one is Packers, Raiders, Bills, Rams, and Eagles.
Packers,
Doug
Eagles,
Flutie.
Bills, Rams,
Reggie White.
Eagles. Oh yeah, Reggie. That's what I was thinking.
No, it's not Reggie White. It's James
Reggie.
Lofton.
Oh, yep.
James
That's right.
Lofton. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And you know what's
Yep.
funny?
Andre
All 3 of
Reed's
these.
counterpart.
The interesting thing is, all 3 of these players at some point played in the NFC East at some point. So I thought that
Well,
was interesting.
James Lofton would probably be
Oh,
claimed by Buffalo because that's where he spent most of his career and did most of
yeah,
his work. Probably
Yeah,
Buffalo and
maybe.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. That's true.
But Buffalo and Green Bay. I think Green Bay was right
Wait a
before he went
minute.
to Buffalo.
He didn't play for the Niners. He played for the Rams.
No. Oh, I'm thinking of John
Yeah.
Taylor. That's who I'm thinking of. John Taylor.
Yeah, James Lofton. It played for Packers, Raiders, Bills,
Packers.
Rams, and
Mhm.
Eagles.
Right.
So.
Oh, I
yeah.
just noticed I got Ron Rivera's rookie football card. I just noticed.
Ron Rivera.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
I was looking through it. I'm like, holy crap! I can't believe how many today's coaches I got their rookie card.
Yeah.
course, I don't have them all in hardcovers, which sucks. They're all protected, but they're not like in original sleeves or hardcovers. They're all on a book.
I'm sorry, Michael K. You did not stay up late for this. Let's be honest. You stayed up late trying to watch Skinamax, thinking you're going to get to watch free porn on cable TV. That's what you stayed up for.
Oh man.
Shake, I don't know if anyone's told you this, but you have the best hair on YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
I was gonna. Yeah. It's
By the way,
definitely true.
being that this is a Dolphin channel, how many can somebody guess how many players Miami Dolphins have in the Hall of Fame?
17.
I was gonna say like 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
17,
magic number
really? All right.
13. Is it 17?
I thought it was lower, but I'm going to go with 17.
No, 17 is right.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Okay.
I just guessed. I literally just guessed. So,
17. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good guess. It was a good guess. Oh, Marion Butts.
Now we got to remember
Remember
we're
that
gonna
guy?
be by the time we add Cass Merrick and Tua, it's gonna be up to about 19.
And Tyreek Hill.
And Tyreek, that's 20. We got to add
Remember
Durham
Marion
Smythe.
Butts?
And Devontae Parker.
Oh my God. You might as well add them to the list.
Duke wants to know who ends up starting corner opposite of Chris Johnson. Possibly Juju Brents, maybe. I've heard a couple different names being mentioned. I don't know what Storm Duck's status is right now, so we'll see.
By the way, how many?
Good.
Real quick, how many Hall of Famer players do you think Buffalo has?
I'm gonna
7.
say 13.
Okay. Anybody guess? Nope.
12.
Nope. Right again.
12.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed it by one. I said 13.
I need to go buy
Actually,
myself
no,
a lottery ticket.
actually, never mind. It says 12 official members. Yeah.
12 official. Right
Jim
there,
Kelly.
Kelly.
By the
Jim
way,
Kelly's number.
Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Marv Levy, Bill
Marv
Shaw,
Levy.
Ralph Wilson.
Cornelius Bennett, Bruce Smith, Daryl Talley. I think Tasker and
Daryl Talley, yeah.
Metzelaars made it. Yeah. And I think Tasker, I
And
think
we
is one.
mentioned James Lofton earlier.
Yep. That was the one team that killed us in the 90s. All of them was all on that team all together.
Don't worry, Josh Allen will be there.
They won't say the Bills was trash. I'm like, wait a minute. They had a bunch of Hall of Famers on that team. Yeah, that's why we couldn't get past them.
Josh
We
Allen
were
will
playing
be on
against a
there
bunch
too.
of Hall of Famers.
Josh Allen will be on there.
Yeah, Josh will be added. Yeah, later. Yep, he'll be another one. So that'll get you to 13 right there.
And Joe Brady. Don't forget Joe Brady.
Yep. And Joe Brady. No, I think what's his name will be added too. I think actually, if what's his name stays long enough, I think Cook can be added.
So interesting. I guess James Lofton does not considered an actual Buffalo Bills Hall of Fame inductee. He's considered a additional associated member, is what they're calling him. And Bennett was not in the Hall of Fame. Michael K is correct. It's Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce
Bennett. Cornelius Williams wasn't.
Was there. Andre Reed, which I forgot he was with the Bills.
What about Metzelaars?
No, it's not. He's not on there either. Billy Shaw.
Billy Shaw. Okay.
Joe, and I can't say this guy's last name. Joe Delamilleur. I think that's how you say it. I apologize if I can't speak English. Mark Levy, obviously.
Right,
Ralph Wilson, Bill Polian.
Yeah, that's another one.
And then the additional associated members are James Lofton, Terrell Owens, Jim Ringo.
Owens?
And then Dick LeBeau.
Yeah, he didn't hardly do anything with the Bills.
Dick LeBeau.
LeBeau. What about Dermot? You don't think McDermott might have a shot at it?
I don't know.
Scott Norwood. How about Scott Norwood?
Yeah, Scott Norwood. Yeah, be an honorary member, right, for missing the Super Bowl for the
He's
most
the Ray
pressurized kick
Finkel.
in history.
He's the real life Ray Finkel, but for
You
Buffalo.
know what they're gonna do? The Buffalo wins its first Super Bowl. They're gonna give him an honorary ring, like they gave Steve Bartman an honorary ring when the Cubs won the World Series. They're gonna give
The
Steve
Rick.
Scott.
No, they're gonna call it the Rick. They're gonna call it the Rick Ankiel Award. Crypto.
Right? They gonna call. They gonna say, "Come on, Scott Norwood. We're gonna give you a ring just for the hell of it."
Notable inductees to the Rick Ankiel Award. Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Crypto. These two guys, one of them we just named in the Hall of Fame. Both of them played for the Miami Dolphins. One of them has been rejected thus far from the Hall of Fame, unfairly, of course. And both of them were drafted in 1990.
You said he got You somebody played for the
I
Dolphins.
got
Who?
both.
Chief Sims?
Yeah, both of them played for the Dolphins. One of them's in the Hall of Fame, and one of them's not. And they would have faced each other across the football field when one of them was playing for his former team. And both of them were drafted in 1990. And I got both their rookie cards, dude.
You do? You got? Oh, you talking about Bruce Smith? Not Bruce Smith. Keith Sims.
Richmond
What's
Webb,
Okay,
and
Richmond
and
Williams.
Junior Seau.
Junior Seau. Oh, they
Yeah,
in the
I
same
had
draft
no.
class.
I
I
did
know
not know
Richmond
that
and Junior.
Junior Seau was in that class, bro. Of
No, I didn't
90,
either.
bro.
I know he was
Can't
that.
believe it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that class must have put out the greatest football players of all time. I swear to God, man.
yeah. That's a heck of a class. Because I think Sims and
Yeah,
What's Popular
you know
came
who
in.
else was in that class?
Must have came in before
Percy
that.
Snow. Percy Snow was in that class. Pat Terrell was in that class. Cortez Kennedy was in that class.
Yeah, good old court.
By the
You gotta
way,
Aldo
love it.
Turnbull.
You gotta love it.
hey, listen, one professional team, I'm putting it out there, drafted 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in 1 round. Can you name that team?
Ooh, in 1 round?
Wait a minute, say that again.
One professional team drafted 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in 1 round. Can you name that team? I said professional.
In the same year?
Oh,
Same round.
same round.
Same-
In
God,
the
that's
same
gonna be
round.
tough.
So what I'm saying, but you saying same round, but different years though.
No, same round. Same round.
Same
team.
round. Same
Remember the
draft,
same
same
round,
round.
same
Same
draft.
round. Okay. In the same round.
That's crazy. Who the hell could that have been?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Colts with Johnny
Who?
Unitas and Oro Moro.
Nope.
How about whoever
Sammy,
the
but
second
the
quarterback?
Redskins.
Whoever the second
You're on mute.
quarterback
You're on
was.
mute, by the way, Ali.
I was gonna
So
say. I
I'm
have
gonna
a
say
feeling
I'm
this
gonna
is
say
a
the
question.
Redskins.
Whoever the
No,
hold on, whoever the second quarterback was that New England drafted that ended up being a backup later in his career for a team that won the Super Bowl and he got a Hall of Fame
No,
when Tom Brady
I'll
got
tell you
drafted.
why
New
I
England
wrote them all
Patriots.
team.
Kansas City.
No.
What?
New England Patriots, Jake.
It's Kansas City.
Kansas City, yes. Kansas City, what?
It's a trick question. It's a baseball reference. I can't believe
Yeah,
Color didn't catch on
Kansas
to
City,
it.
Kansas City
It's
Royals.
The
The
Royals drafted
Oh
Dan Marino
jeez. Bo
and John
Jackson.
Elway
Bo
the same year.
Jackson. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They
Dan Marino and
drafted
John
Elway.
Did you look it up?
That's right.
No, I know that John Elway was drafted by the Royals, and I remember talking
Right.
to somebody about Dan Marino playing baseball because I had no idea that he did. That's the only reason I know that answer. That's why I kept saying it's a trick question. Don't fall
Oh.
for it.
Oh.
Damn.
And I can't
Damn,
believe
Shake.
Color
That's not
didn't
fair,
get it. Color being my baseball guy. You're the
Shake, you
baseball.
pull you shake, you pulling our leg.
Oh
That's
man,
not fair.
I'm sorry, Color. I
But
thought you'd get
by
it.
the way, that's all right. By the way, Crypto, other same draft, that 1990 class, Ray Agnew and Chris Singleton were in that freaking draft.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, that draft was stacked, man.
Yes, it was. That draft was.
Now they're signing with Kansas City, by the way.
I tell you
Rodney
what.
Hampton.
Oh, that was one of that was
Craig news, by the way.
Rodney Hampton was with the Broncos. Wasn't
Tony
he?
Bennett. I think so.
Wasn't he with the Broncos color? I thought he was with the Broncos.
I think so.
Yeah. I love.
Well, that's
I love
because
that
listen,
linebacker
Michael
core.
K. You don't. Unfortunately, your knowledge is very little, so you don't know what's accurate or not. So,
God damn.
Oh
Did you guys see the Roger Craig news? That's kind of sad. I'm like happy for him he got into the Hall of Fame, but he told the world that he has dementia, and I was like, damn, that sucks.
all doing a speech.
Yeah, he had a video. Instead of doing the speech live, he made a video, told his whole story. It was really cool, and I found out a lot of stuff that I didn't really know about the 49ers and like stuff behind the scenes. And it was kind of very interesting. And then at the end, he tells his story about how he's been diagnosed with it's not onset dementia, it's a certain type. I forget what they call it exactly. But I guess he told everybody, and I could tell like something was going on with him a little bit if you see how his mannerisms. So I don't know. That's just how I kind of picked up, but it was just kind of sad and interesting. So
yeah,
he talked about
definitely.
the hill. He talked about the hill that Jerry Rice used to run on all the time. I guess he was the one that introduced him to the hill, so he told that story. He told like a lot of like different people behind the scenes that you wouldn't have thought of. Like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like he had a player, I forget his name, who he mentioned, but I guess they went to the same elementary school, same junior high, same high school, same college, and played on the same professional team and won a Super Bowl together. One of the players. I was like, God,
I'm
that's
glad
crazy.
he finally got the honors he deserves as a Hall of Fame running back.
Isn't he kind of like the Achan of his time, 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher?
Well, he got overshadowed because he got seriously overshadowed because they were running kind of the very first real West Coast system in which it's they throw to open up the run, and it's like a lot of his yardage came in all purpose and swing routes and stuff like that. He just didn't get the credit. He doesn't get thought of like when we think about all the big names and running back. Nobody ever mentions it, and he should be.
Yeah, and he had all the stats, but even him in his speech, he said, "We never chased stats. We just chased wins. That was it."
Yeah, but you know what? The guy was the last person you wanted to see get tossed the ball from Montana out in the flat when you're trying to stop their offense. That was the last thing you wanted to see as their opponent. You know what I mean? Because he would just gash you, man, over and over again from the flat.
Yeah.
Big, tall runner. Walter Payton like.
Walter Payton. They call me Sweetness, and I like to dance. That was the Super Bowl shuffle. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I had no choice but to memorize the Super Bowl shuffle. It's crazy.
Oh, and speaking of crypto, you know who the big coveted quarterback was from that draft, bro? You know how everybody thinks, oh, gotta get the number, and most people are like, yeah, well, if you really look at the number one overalls over the years, they all kind of end up busting out,
Who was that?
That year's big name, who was supposed to rock the world, was none other than Andre Ware.
Yeah, Andre Ware. Yep. The Lions had. I mean, I thought that team was actually going to go somewhere.
Yep.
For some reason, they had all their offense was good, They just couldn't stop nobody.
Michael
And
Caine had a
remember,
hard time.
Marino's backup went to them because of that one good year he had. Remember?
Yep. Yep. You're right.
Yep. Good old Scott Mitchell had a good breakout year. Got him paid.
Scott Mitchell. Hell
And
yeah.
I think Rodney Pete might have been the next one after that. It was like, oh, he's going to be the next one. Rodney Pete.
Yeah. Good old Rodney.
And Ty
Matt
Detmer.
Castle.
Remember Ty Detmer?
Yep.
Yeah, Matt Castle. Yeah.
Michael K is complaining about an echo that doesn't exist. I think he needs to clear the
I'm
dust out
hearing
of
it.
his ears. He's been hanging out in the Bills trophy case too long.
I actually, I hate to say it, Ali, but I have to concur. I've been hearing myself talk back to me most of the night.
It's on your guys' end. I don't hear no echo.
I hear a little echo.
I adjust a little bit. It's kind of faint. Yeah.
I haven't heard none. I'm sorry about that, but I haven't heard any. And also, Michael K. I never said Achan was a 1,000-yard receiver. I just said that Roger Craig was a Achan style running back, being a dual threat where he could catch the ball just as much as run the ball. That's
Yeah,
what
who was even gaining that number of yardage offensively back then, buddy?
Not like that. Not like
Like,
that. Yeah.
you have to have the yards offensively for a player to accrue them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a stellar year for a quarterback back then was 3,000 yards. That was you're a upper echelon quarterback if you're getting 3,100 yards.
Yeah, now it's like you have to be up above 4,000 yards to be
Yeah,
considered.
yeah. I'm all sitting here. Tua sucks. He got 4,600 and he sucks, man. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
And what's funny is,
Shake's like, yeah, he ain't here no more, Shake. I'm letting it all hang out. He sucks, man. Sorry, Atlanta. You got a bum.
that Roger Craig caught 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing, and I said he was the Achan style running back for his time. Go back and rewind the show. Clip it if you want.
Except he was the size of Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, he was the size of Ollie Gordon. He was a big man.
They could have just been the pads back then, Ollie. Everybody looked like Ollie Gordon back then.
They did seem to have bigger pads back then. It kind of looked like just a little bit.
Wider too. I used to hate them because they were so wide. I always felt like they were pointless because people could get up under your pads too easy. That's why they started with the rubberized sleeves to hold down the pads. Now they've got like a smaller frame pad altogether.
damn.
Ali, you went to training camp today?
Compact pads like
No,
that.
I haven't gone at all this year. I've been too busy with my work schedule. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to. I'm not changing my work schedule for it either because I want to be able to go to games, obviously. Michael K says that I must be suffering from the same thing that Roger Craig is. Actually, no, Michael K. I think you're the one that's suffering from onset dementia since you find yourself in Dolphin
God, he didn't even
spaces
wait.
rather than the Bills spaces, to be honest. So, yeah, don't ever tell me that I'm suffering from anything because I'm definitely not suffering. I'm winning just like Charlie Sheen does every night.
Charlie Sheen's good as TV. Not trying to be a contrarian or nothing. No, just looking out for you.
What did you say? I'm sorry, Color. What did you say?
I said Charlie Sheen's good as TV.
I was really making a joke because he says I'm winning. That's really what it was. Not saying I am Charlie Sheen. No. I'm not like on an 8-ball or something. But no, I'm saying I'm winning. Like whatever you think that you think what I'm losing, I'm really winning.
Ali's like, I'm a bootlegger.
You know exactly what you said.
What was
Are
that?
you guys gonna come watch the show on Tuesday? We're gonna have a giveaway. I'm pretty sure everybody on the panel is in the giveaway, unless you're not subscribed to the channel.
I'm subscribed.
I don't know if
You
I'm
talking about
subscribed,
4th and
Ali.
10?
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, have to be subscribed to the channel if you're gonna be
I
in
keep
the drawing.
I keep
We're gonna have two
forgetting,
prizes.
Ali. I gotta get my.
One is gonna be a hat of your favorite college team of your choice. And then the other one is going to be one of Magic Mike's magic packs that.
So Shake is going to get a hurricane one. Wow, that's good to hear.
Yeah. I'll get the hurricane, and you get the MAGA.
I want a Palm Beach Panther. I want a Palm Beach Panthers, Ali.
I told you. Hey, listen. Listen. I told Crypto, I'll wear a Hurricanes hat right after he wears a MAGA one hat.
Yeah, I think we're in like
it's your
division
homecoming,
12A or something like
You
that,
gonna wear one
Ali. I'm
then?
not even sure if there's other teams in our division.
Michael K,
play that
if you're,
local high
if you're
school
at
team.
my show on Tuesday and you're subscribed to my channel officially, then you will be added in. You'll be one of 103 people that could possibly.
Man, Ali, I keep forgetting to subscribe, bro. I got to get my AI agent to do that for me, bro.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Who you got? Claude? You hired Claude?
I'm not kidding about forgetting, but like, no, I don't hire
which
nobody.
agent? Claude?
Whichever one will do the job, Crypto. I'm not a fanboy.
Oh, okay.
I've been using Gemini mainly because it does the job for me. But
yeah,
like
Gemini
if I
is the
want to do
best.
something if I want to make sure, like if I'm doing some coding and I want to make sure it only has to do it once, then I'll use Claude or Opus or something. But for the most part, I just stick with Gemini because it's the easiest one to hook up to a harness, man. Like everybody else makes it complicated. Google's just like, here, log in with your Google account. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, you get a token quota, but still, it's like you don't have to do a bunch of setup. You just log in with your Google. Yeah, you just log in with your Google stuff.
Yep, it's the most streamlined. It's real easy.
So they're about to drop Gemini 4, and they never even dropped Gemini 3.5 Pro. Everybody's been waiting for it. And they're like, F it, we'll just drop Gemini 4.
You have to pay for Gemini.
Well,
they got different tiers.
I mean,
They got free versions.
Use it, Jake.
Right.
Yeah, if you just logged in with your free Google account, you get a little bit of quota per month, like where you could use it for basically free if you don't use it for like heavy work. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why you got like tiers. You got Pro, Plus, and then you got the Elite.
Right. And the thing of it is, Shake, is Google bundles it now. So basically, you're not just getting an AI Pro subscription. You basically are getting, just like they always have bothered you over the years to have you upgrade your free Google to get more email space. You know what I mean? It's the Google One subscription. The first level comes with AI Pro. So like it's just getting a Google One subscription basically, which nobody really has to. But if you want to up your limits, even for storage, like with all the other stuff that they offer, you know, their drive space and their documents program and all that stuff, that's really what you're upgrading is that subscription. It's not really anything special per se. You just get more quota per month. You get more usage without having to pay extra.
Right.
And then you can set up like pay as you go for any overages you might have if you're a person that uses it like a lot, like programmers do. I use it a lot, and I haven't had to I haven't gone over any quota or run out of any free use. You know what I mean? And I just have the basic $20 a month plan.
Now there was one that forced me into the Plus, so I just upgraded it to the. It's like $4.99.
Well, the thing of it is, Crypto, they're like, yeah, it's $5 a month until September. Then it moves to $20 a month, right? So I'm like,
mine stay at that because I got the other Google stuff, so it's fixed. Mine's go as high as $9.
Right. And the thing of it is, Crypto,
400 gigabytes.
Mine's about to switch over next month to the full price, right? But they're offering a deal already, so it's still going to only switch back to $5 less than the full price. It's going to switch to $14.99 a month for a couple months because they're already running a
Right.
new deal before my other deal even expired. And I'm pretty
Right.
sure if I were to cancel it, they would be like, "Here, take another couple months for free, or take another couple months
Yeah.
for $5 while
No,
you're
$1 for
evaluating."
3 months or $1 for 30 days or something like that. Yeah.
I suspect that's how it's going to be if I try to cancel, dude. So I don't know. I
Yeah, they'll
can't
do
say
it.
for sure, but
Whenever you tell them you're
I've
going to
heard
cancel
rumors that
something,
that's how they are. Yeah,
that's how you do it. Like,
yeah.
call up any
It's that.
service you got and just say, I'm going to cancel. And then they say, oh, here's the deals coming rolling out.
There's a really good chance that you could actually cancel the service, and their back end doesn't actually fix your quota, where you still end up at the same quota. And it's like you still got the service. That was a
Yeah.
problem that XM radio used to have when they first came out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know people that have had the
My
same
father was
subscription
still on a permanent plan,
their
and
whole life.
he's passed away in 2023, and they still had him connected to his satellite radio.
Back then,
It's like a dead man have
then,
subscription service.
because back then the subscription back end on their
Yep.
servers at their company, the subscription back end was not tied to the service back end through an API. So when you canceled your subscription, they had to manually go and turn off your service. And sometimes a human
Yeah, to
would
go
go to
on his
lunch
menu
first and forget to do it. You know what I mean? And like next thing you know, you still got the service you haven't paid for years.
for over years. Yeah, it's like finally you turn on the satellite radio, and finally you get
That's a
the
real
basic
thing.
channels.
Yep.
Yep.
I know somebody
Yeah.
personally. We all do, we all say we do, but like really, like think
Currently,
about it in your life. You know that one person that's got it for free their whole life.
being grandfathered in for a long time,
Hmm.
during his life and then after his life, which is crazy.
Yep.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see
Which is
that
pretty lucrative
the
because that's a
fans are
good service, man. I
complaining?
like back then.
I was reading something that
What are
Yahoo
fans?
Sports is saying that the Bills fans are complaining that the new stadium's screens are way too small for how much
That's
they
Oh my
spend.
because they
God! What is this?
blind.
Are
I
the
don't
Them
Bills
know.
screens
fans
are
like
not
the lead
small.
Karens? Are
They
they
were
the
saying
lead
for that
Karens?
the amount of money that they spent, supposedly
Well,
the screens are too
you haven't been
small.
to you thinking about the old stadium, Crypto. This is the new one.
I know, but I saw
What
the
I'm wondering
renders
is
of it.
No, the
what I'm
actual
wondering is
video
why
footage looks
the
smaller.
media is actually following the Bills fans to see what they complain about next. They're literally the Karens of the league.
Damn.
There you go, Michael K. There you have it. You guys are the Karens of the
Well, what do you
league.
think the K stands for in his name? Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michael Karen.
Oh, we have to get a superheated stadium
Yeah.
because of the snow. Oh, we have to go play in Detroit because of the snow. Oh, we can't play it. Miami, it must be forced to get air conditioning because we
Exactly.
can't play in the heat. Oh no, our TVs are too small. Oh no, it's like Jesus,
I
man.
don't know. I don't know if
Anybody
this
care
is
about the
legit.
football game?
Well, I don't know. I don't know
No,
if
they
this is
don't care.
legit color, but someone was commenting about what fans are saying, and supposedly the owner came out and said, "Well, we had to make budget cuts. We had to put in real grass." I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's funny that you're bitching already. You haven't even played a game in the stadium yet.
You know, talk to Stephon Diggs, man. I'm sure the extra cost of the TVs can be found in his dead money.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. You mean that guy that I said that was eventually going to have to leave the team and everyone thought we were just full of it? You mean that guy, Color? That guy?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
And I said for a whole
did he
year
sign
that
with
there's
somebody?
a problem, obviously.
Did Stephon Diggs sign with somebody?
Him and
Yes.
When during our game?
Yeah, isn't he with Denver or somebody or
No, he's
No, right now it's with the Commanders.
He's with the
Yeah,
Commanders.
Commanders?
Yeah, he just recently signed. He made a
His
thing on
brother-
Instagram
That's
or
gonna
talked
be
about
fun.
the Terrapins. Yeah.
His brother's trying to become a commander too because Dan Quinn's his old coach or something.
Him and
So
Jaden Daniels are gonna be fun to watch.
yeah.
That's gonna be
Is McLaurin
interesting.
still there? Is Terry McLaurin still there too?
Yes, he's still there. He's the only one because
Terry.
Debo
Oh yeah.
left.
The fact that you
Yeah, and they're
guys
getting
have
stacked
PSLs
too.
in the first place,
Yeah.
Michael K, you should. That just tells you right there. The state of New York is just a big mafia. I think that's the most ridiculous
Oh, I
thing.
know,
Is
right?
you're paying for the rights to be able to even buy
Right.
season tickets. It's not the price of the season ticket. It's a fee that you pay to stand in line. That's it. And I think it's a mafia. The Miami Dolphins. I wanted season tickets. I went online. Okay, I want to sign up. All right, here's my name and information. Here's my credit card. Done. I had season tickets. None of this extra
Tell
fee
you what,
bullshit.
Ali. You want tickets, Ali? I tell you what, Ali. You can go over there and pay my man Johnny over there, and stand in line. That's right. You gotta pay to stand in line.
That's
Hey, look,
crazy.
hey, I got these Buffalo tickets. They fell off a truck.
I'll tell you what's highway robbery in that whole area, from New York all the way to Jersey Shore, probably Delaware and Rhode Island. It's turnpike tolls. I swear to God, every time, every corner of every street has a toll. It's fucking ridiculous. I know I'm
Sounds like
slightly
Seattle.
exaggerating, but that's how I felt when I was driving in that area. I'm just gonna tell you, because every time I turned around, I had to pay a toll. It was ridiculous.
Well, shit, Miami's worse.
Did you know?
You know how many tolls I have whenever I visit Miami now? How many license plate tolls I have when I'm driving through Miami? Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Do you take
Oh
the
yeah.
express lane a lot?
They're
Is
raking
that
all
why?
over the coals.
Mhm.
Do you take the express lane a lot?
I don't know what the hell lanes I take. I just know I got a lot of tolls.
Well, they basically canceled SunPass and they just scan your plate, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Well, I have
Well,
SunPass now.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you do have SunPass, you get a discount off that price. If you don't, they just charge you the normal price.
I got SunPass now.
Instead of
So I got
fining
it.
you, they basically pre-fine you.
Yeah. That's pretty much-
Because remember, fine is another one. Fine is another one of those synonyms for tax, dude. Fine, fee, waiver, permit, license, whatever you want to call it. They're all tax.
Yeah.
They're all synonyms for tax.
The only thing I miss the most is be able to take the SunPass and pull right into the Dolphins parking lot and park. You know what I mean? That option. I kind of miss that a little bit. But now that I'm a season ticket holder, that doesn't matter. So that who cares about that, to be honest. Hey,
What is
Well,
a
I'm wondering what
PSL
happens.
anyway?
Is there some way you can? Is there some way you can
What is a
block
PSL, by the way?
the
What is a PSL?
What?
Preferred seating license or something?
yeah.
PSL. You said PSL? What'd you say, Shake?
That's
It's
a
pumpkin
PSL.
that's a
spice latte,
complete
who
guess
knows?
off the top of my head, Jake.
Mm.
It's personal seat license, sometimes called a permanent
Personal.
seats license. Also, it's basically a one-time fee that gives a fan exclusive right to purchase. It's like a license to be able to get season tickets.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Right. It's like it's like a license for a preference. See, that's why they should just call it preferred seating license. It covers both concepts.
Yeah, the whole concept is just dumb. It's just extra money. They want to bend your arm and break it that much more. That's all they want to do. So, I do have a hot question for you guys. That's something that happened in the WNBA. I want you guys' opinion. The big
LeBron James got
fall-
drafted.
Well, no. Well, today I can't remember the players' names, but one of the girls plays for the Indiana Fever, right? And the other girl, it was a big, massive, flagrant foul. You could tell she legitimately attacked her, like to take her out. That was the agenda, right? She got ejected, and she made some comments saying that she did it because it's white privilege or something to that effect. Do you think that the person, there's a big in the news, there's a big debate going on, should the person be suspended in addition to being ejected? What do you guys think? Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Did her foul rise to the level of something that normally gets suspended beyond ejection?
I can tell you it was more than flagrant. It was personal, kind of. It looked
Well,
personal to
I'm
me.
saying
So
traditionally,
it's like through
according
like
to their rules,
intentional, like
is it already okay? Putting aside the white privilege comment,
Hmm.
does what she did already rise to the level of what people have been suspended for in the past?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
have
Being
people.
suspended, suspension is warranted if they're willing to levy it.
But what they're debating in the news is should she be suspended for the whole season for this? Um,
But
I would
is it
ask the
any
same
precedent?
question. Has anybody ever been suspended the whole
Suspended for a
season
whole
before
season,
for
right? I'm
something like
saying
that?
any precedent for it.
I don't think so,
I'm
but
trying
I've
to
never
find out
seen
if there's
any.
any. I'm trying to find out if there's any bias, Ali. You know what I mean, based on the comments she made.
I hear what you're saying.
Because while
I get what you're
I might
saying.
disagree with her comments, she shouldn't be punished for saying them in her own time, per se.
No, I
If
mean she
that's the
has the
reason,
freedom of
like,
speech to say it, but if I
well,
just think
not
that
necessarily, but the NBA, not necessarily, but the WNBA has never made it a point to suspend anybody for that before. So it's not like they would
mm,
be, in other words, there would be a bias involved,
yeah.
is what I'm just trying to figure out. You know what I mean?
I just think with some of the shenanigans that I'm seeing and how the media is playing into it, kind of lighting that fire, if you know what I mean.
What was the
I think
immediate reaction?
the media is all like in a
No,
hoopla.
the immediate reaction as far as the league.
Oh, media
What would they?
reaction.
Yeah, what was their reaction?
I don't know
Did
what
they
the
like
official
absence without
reaction is.
like a administrative, like until further notice type of suspension, or what kind of?
It's this guy named EM. He's an extra. He's a really interesting man, Dolphin fan here. I think you should bring him up to give his thoughts on this. And if you don't know crypto,
Huh.
EM, you should meet EM. He's
He's
really
new in the community. Is he a new
The
guy in the
other thing,
community?
crypto is the other
he's
thing,
new in
crypto
his
is,
own
and I
right.
don't.
He's new in his own right.
I'm just
Oh,
speaking
okay.
objectively here, crypto. I'm just speaking objectively here, crypto. Is that the WNBA has made it clear that they're in support of people with that particular opinion. So I don't know why they would have, why anybody, like, if the media is calling for it, then I would question which side of the political aisle that those media sources are on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not that I care per se,
What?
everybody's
Yeah,
entitled
but
to their opinion. My point is the WNBA is not going to suspend her if that's what the media think she should be suspended for, because they've made it clear that they support her opinion.
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily because they got a
And
lot of media that cover him.
if they're trying to, they've never tried to cover their ass before, though. Crypto. Who are they trying to virtue signal to? The right? No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it don't matter,
They
but
be telling the
most of the
media
sports
to
media is.
pipe down. They're not going to suspend her. You know what I mean?
Look, I don't know what the NBA or the WNBA's official stance
But
is.
most of those companies are owned by mostly conservatives now. Most of the
True.
sports outlets are
Yeah.
owned by,
Well.
as far as the outright
We'll say
ownership of
London.
them.
I hear you there.
Shake
But
Money, can
with
you
the whole
send the link
Caitlin
to
Clark
EM?
thing, and
EM's
all of a
asking for the
sudden
link.
they're gonna clutch their pearls on a woke statement. Come on, I don't know.
But real quick,
I'm just
Color.
talking about as far as mass media, as far as who's the consolidation of it, who's owning them now.
So, Crypto, to answer your
Like I
original
know who the.
question, Crypto, to answer your original question about what the league's reaction is, I don't know exactly what their reaction is yet because my Twitter feed has been overflowed with all these different reactions from people outside of it.
Okay.
But here it
Real
is.
quick, we got the asking. You got it. The latest member of the community and a big New York Knicks fan.
Oh shit!
Damn, Shay.
That big Knicks fan.
New York Knicks
Spurs
fan.
fan.
Damn, dog. Why you got to do me like that, man?
Oh yeah, you had it right.
Why you got to do me like that? Hey, salute.
Crypto told me to do it.
Hey,
how are you?
Hey, what's good, gentlemen? What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, man, just trying to get my mind right and get prepared for the season, bro.
Yeah, we had
Not too long.
we had game one yesterday, so it's fully in swing now. It's officially
We
on.
got
The league,
live
the
Dolphins
season
football
has
next
just
Friday.
started.
Well,
Next
well,
Friday
I
will
don't
be
think.
live football for us.
Well, I don't think it gets real until next week to that first joint practice. So so it don't get
No,
real
that's
to.
Monday. The joint practice should be Monday or Tuesday. It should be coming up
Is
because
it
we play
Tuesday?
Friday. Yeah,
Oh,
because
is
we
it?
play on Friday, so it's got to
Oh,
be like
okay.
either Monday or Tuesday the joint practice.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
perfect then.
We should
yeah.
be.
It'll be
We
either
play
Monday or
with
Tuesday.
the Commanders, right?
Yeah, I've joined practice. Yep, with the Commanders. Yep,
Mm-mm-mm.
that'll be
Yeah,
nice.
it's
We'll get a
about to
chance to
Next
get
see.
Friday.
real.
We get to see Stephon
Bragging,
Diggs. We were just
lacking
talking
next
about him.
Friday, man.
How y'all
Plastic
well,
will
I
be
know I haven't
cracking.
well, I haven't been around. I hadn't
I
talked to
want.
any of y'all too much, but how do y'all feel about how, what's been reported to this point,
I want to see the
with
starters.
training camp so far?
I don't know. This is unpopular opinion. I want to see the starters in the first game.
I'll tell you, Em.
I think I do.
It's kind of a roller coaster for me. I'm really excited what I'm hearing about some players, but then there are players that I have a certain expectation and they're not meeting. Like I haven't heard good things
Right.
about Kenneth Grant so far. That's a concern for me.
Who are the players that you?
And
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was done. My bad.
before
Ali,
you,
go ahead.
well, I was just
No,
gonna say before you go down, before you go deep, Ali, I just want to quickly answer and say that just like the Sixers fans when in the Joel Embiid era, EM right on schedule. We right on schedule. Go ahead, Ali. Get into the deep
no,
dive, man.
I'll tell you what I'm concerned about. So I saw video footage of Kenneth Grant going up against Brewer holding his own. I've heard good things about Jonah in certain situations. There was also a one-on-one drill with Jonah and Kenneth Grant, and Jonah was holding it down.
Pay the man.
So I'm kind of like concerned about Kenneth Grant and the defensive tackle position. But I also, on the flip side, I've heard good things elsewhere. I've heard good things about some of the other positions and what's going on. I've heard really good things about our inside linebacker, for example. So it's ups and downs, So
I hear you.
that's where I'm at.
I hear you. Yeah, like in regards to Kenneth
Trust the
Grant.
process.
Yeah, yeah, trust the process. But in regards to Kenneth Grant, yeah, I'm with you. I hadn't heard any overly positive things about him, but but at the same time, I haven't heard anything bad. So, yeah, he was picked 13th overall to be a high impact player, and so far he hadn't lived up to that standard. But again, I'm taking more than anything, I'm taking a wait and see approach. A lot of those players that you mentioned, Ali, it's good to hear good things about them to this point. But at the same time, we got to keep it in perspective. It's still early. We still haven't played. That's why I said next week is the season officially starts for me, and the season gets real because you're playing a different team. You're not out there playing each other which everything is scripted and for the most part. So, but yeah, man, I heard Jacob. They had Jacob Rodriguez running with the ones. Was it yesterday and today, or just today? Yesterday and today, I thought I heard that he was running with the one. So, but I
Sounds
think
like they're gonna have
there's a
him
lot for
start out
me.
next week.
For me though, there's a lot of players that coming into the draft process, and then ultimately after the draft process, there was a lot of our fan base were panicking and were disappointed with a few of the selections that Miami made. But I think at the end of the day, a few of those players that I felt like people were overly critical of, and I think it was the primary reason for them being overly critical is just because they didn't know anything about them. They were the players that they wanted A, and then B, they didn't know anything about these players. So you know how the fan base is for the most part. But I think at the end of the day, several of those players that a lot of our fan base were overly critical of, they're going to wind up with a lot of egg on their face once the season starts. And I will be there to, you know what I mean, when they have those spaces and those YouTube streams and when they're out there especially in the mornings and they're cooking breakfast and they're frying eggs for everybody. You know what I mean? I'll be there. I'll take my scrambled egg with cheese. Thank you. So,
Who puts
but
on
at
the
the end of the
pads at
day,
quarterback next week? Ian,
what's that?
who puts on the pads at quarterback next week?
What what do you mean?
Like who's going to play the
Do we
preseason
play
games?
the image
Oh,
game
my bad. I'm
and
tripping. My
let our
bad.
guys sit there and do we let
Well, I
our
think
main guys sit there in civilian clothes,
no,
or
I
does
don't.
everybody play?
Well, other than Jordan Brooks, maybe Patrick Paul, and other than Jordan Brooks,
I'd let
Achan, and
Dawson sit.
Brewer, everybody else should be playing for the most part.
And what about at
I
quarterback?
need
You
to
think
see.
all of our quarterbacks get some pads
Yeah,
on?
I want to see all of them, bro. I'm not saying Malik has to play
No,
four
that's where I'm
quarters.
at. At least the
I'm
one
I'm
quarter, just one quarter of action.
I'm not saying
Well,
he has to play four
okay. Well,
quarters,
let me
but no, they
rephrase
need
the
work.
question. Let me rephrase the question. With all of the immediate unfair bridge quarterback talk in the league or in the fan base, as well as people speculating what they know is in Hafley's mind, does he silence all that and put Malik in civilian clothes next week?
I
No.
wouldn't do that. I
No,
wouldn't do
No.
that.
They need as many snaps.
No,
to-
he
Yeah,
doesn't deserve to have that kind of privilege,
Yeah.
color. Not yet.
no,
Yeah.
it's a new
I answer you there. I'm
it's
just
still
wondering what you think Hafley is thinking.
no. If it was me, if I'm Jeff Hafley, obviously Malik, it's a new system, new players. The whole situation is new for him. So he's still and to hear Malik at the podium. They're still trying to establish that continuity and
It's like take your opportunity.
with, with,
While nobody could blame you for it, take your opportunity to go ahead and play it
yeah,
because it's not
you
like
need
Malik could
reps.
really complain, right?
They're
Right.
still trying to figure each other out, the receivers as well as the quarterback. No, they need work. And I'm not saying to play Malik 4 quarters. I'm not saying that at all. But no, they need as many live reps as they can get, in my opinion.
I expect
So
him to possibly play all 3 games. Not like the full game, but like play in all 3 games.
right, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I do.
Well, I think you're right, Ali. Although I do think if he let's say if week 2 he marches down both series for a definitive touchdown, then we're not going to see him play game 3. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think you still do, just because you want to get as much snaps before the season to get that chemistry down and everything else. I want to comment on something EM said about those said individuals that may have egg put on their face because they're wrong about certain players just because they didn't research them. I've been wrong in the past about certain people, and he's right. We get our eyes set on something we like, and we put on our blinders, right? I think there's a reason why the Miami Dolphins drafted both Caleb Douglas and Will Kazmarek in the 3rd round. I think they have a plan. I think the ultimate system that they want to run personally.
Can you guys hear me?
And what I can hear you. And what I'm
By the way,
talking
Ali, let me
about
bring
is-
up some people, please. Thank you.
That's a very good point, Ali. I know where you're heading. I know where you're leading to. It's a very good point.
Hold on one second, EM. Hold on, EM, a second. I shake money. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to doing it. I apologize, man. That's my bad. I'm
good.
sorry. But what I wanted to say is I think that Hafley ultimate goal of the scheme and style of football that they want to play is going to require some of these pieces. And even though we may not see the final picture yet, I think in Hafley's mind and what the Dolphins want to do, they already know what the picture is going to look like, and that's kind of why we're shocked by it because it's different than the norm that we've had here for the past 3 years or more. So I think that's kind of the situation. If you understand,
And the kind of I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ali. My bad.
No. Go ahead. Your turn.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback, add to that a little bit. So I was listening to I forget which show that was. It was one of those I want to say PFF. No, not PFF. It was I forget which show it was, but anyway, they have a lot of NFL players and coaches on it. So anyway, they were talking about the Miami Dolphins, and that segment was on the Dolphins, and they brought up the fact they talked about the draft. They talked about Hafley and Sullivan in general, but they talked about the draft. They talked obviously Malik Willis and everything that they're trying to implement in Miami now. They brought up a very interesting point, and I think it kind of ties into what you just said, Ali. They talked about the players, certain players they selected, mainly players like, Caden Proctor gets the headlines, Chris Johnson is getting headlines, obviously Jacob Rodriguez. But they brought up players that necessarily, obviously, we drafted them, but they're not getting the major headlines like a lot of the 2 first-round picks and our second-round pick, Jacob Rodriguez, are. But he talked about Trey Moore. He talked about Kyle Lewis. He talked about Will Kazmarek. He talked about, they kind of touched on the wide receivers. But the point that they made was, and what they like about what Hafley is doing, is that you look at the style of player of Kyle Lewis, look at the style of player of Trey Moore. They brought up Michael Taft as well. He said this. And again, they kind of touched briefly on what they think the system that he ultimately will wind up deploying. He said that when they drafted those type of players, which would be classified from a draft perspective as quote unquote tweeners, which they really don't have necessarily one defined position. They're a jack of all trade type of players, but they hadn't, they don't have a defined position yet. But the system that Hafley is implementing from a versatility standpoint that requires players to do multiple things, on multiple down and distances.
You think he's following the footsteps of LaFleur?
Hang on 1 second, Crypto. So what he said, so the point that they made was it's refreshing to see him in the Dolphins draft play. Well, Hafley and Sullivan draft players like that because they have a plan in mind already laid out and in fine print for those players. So fast forward to you hear Omar Kellis, you hear Joe Rose and Bo Camper play, from the practices that they've observed. Now they can't touch on and reveal too much of the plan, what they're seeing in practice. But I heard that interview. Then you follow it up with, and you're hearing Kyle Krabs, you're hearing Joe Rose, you're hearing all these other, Bill Bocamper, and they're talking about what, kind of alluding to things that they're seeing in practice, and it all ties together to what, again, I forget exactly what that podcast was, but I said, So when I saw that podcast the first time, and then I hearing these interviews about practices, it all makes sense because Hafley is a coach. Apparently, again, a lot of time coaches will draft players and they necessarily don't have a plan. They might have a plan for them, but it might not be exactly what they did, what they're comfortable in doing, in college, like Trey Moore. And again, they keep bringing I keep hearing his name too, right? Trey Moore. And a lot of the things that from a versatility standpoint, a lot of the things they did in college, Hafley is bringing them here to Miami, and they're seeing a lot of those similar concepts in practice. So I thought that was very to hear that interview from that. He was a former old lineman in the NFL from that. I forget his name from that podcast, and then to hear people that have observed practice and they talk, and for them to highlight the plan and the vision that Hafley has for these said players, it just makes a lot of sense. So for me, because I try to be, I love the X's and O's in football. Offense, it's primarily defense, though. I love, schemes and personnel groupings and all of those things. Because I want to understand what I've tried to do over the years watching football. I want not only watching it, right? It's one thing to watch the game, but I want to know why coaches do when an offense is out there in a certain, personnel grouping. I want to know, you'll see the defense counter. I want to know exactly why that head coach is doing that. So, but to hear Hafley, to hear these people kind of referencing potentially what could be coming down a pipeline from a scheme standpoint and a personnel grouping standpoint, for me, it was personally refreshing to hear, bro. So we'll see what it all looks like here, in a couple of weeks. But I think Ali, that kind of ties into the point that I think you made. So
one thing about the defense, when you were talking about versatility, real quick, Ian, I don't know how true this is because I haven't been at camp or anything, but I heard that Chris Johnson was being played at safety for a bit at camp on a certain day. And if that kind of surprised me because I figured he'd be the bona fide boundary guy. But if I'm going to see certain situations where he's playing different positions and kind of like all over the place, I like the versatility, especially in the defense. I think it's going to be really interesting. So
yeah, I one thing that was intriguing with Chris Johnson was his ability to play inside and out. I just don't know if to take him again. We haven't seen him. Well, I haven't seen him play a down yet. So, but you're drafting him in the first round for a reason. You pretty much lock him in as a starter. I still don't know if I'm comfortable with him, him again, because I haven't seen him, but I'm comfortable enough to say I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because of his status, because of the elite traits and everything. But everything after him, because Juju Brents was a player that a lot of people, including myself, kind of had a level of expectation for being that player opposite him, right? But he's been somewhat of a disappointment from what I'm hearing. Jason Marshall Jr. and all of those players other than Chris Johnson. I mean, I'm just being honest, bro. I don't have a level of comfort with those players, not yet. So, but to hear him, to take him in a scenario where, they're in nickel and you have to kick him inside. I just don't know, man, if I'm comfortable. I just don't know if I'm comfortable enough. I mean, who is going to be, if you kicking him, you kicking him inside in a nickel situation, who's going to be the other guy to play? Who's going to take his spot on a boundary in that scenario? That just doesn't bring a lot of comfort to me at this point. So,
yeah.
But it is what it is. Obviously, Jeff Hafley, he has a plan for. He's got a plan, and we'll see how it shakes out. But yeah, that's intriguing though with him having that ability because every corner they don't have the ability to do it, and B, they don't like to do it. I remember listening to Deion Sanders years ago when he was at his apex. He was talking about how he absolutely refused to go inside. It's not an easy thing to do, bro. It's not. It's difficult. So the fact that he has that inside-outside versatility, that's just a feather in his cap, and hopefully it translates to the field and he becomes that impactful player that we all hope he can be. But if he does work out and they do hit him,
either. And there's some cornerbacks there's some cornerbacks that only want to stay.
Yeah, they don't like to travel either. Yeah, 100% shake. So, but again, that's just that's just a credit to that ability. So, but we'll see how it translates and how it all shakes out. But at the end of the day, I hear all that when they're out there in nickel and dime situations, depending on the matchups, they can kick him inside. He has that versatility. It's everything after him that is concerning for me. So, but it's just, again, I haven't seen the players yet. I hadn't seen a practice. I hadn't seen a game yet. I hadn't seen how Hafley is gonna, how he chooses to deploy a lot of these players. So that brings that fuels that discomfort. You know what I mean? So hopefully, like I said, once we get to the season, ultimately, we'll see how it shakes out. But in terms of the ability, that breeds. I mean, that fuels a lot of intrigue for me. I'll be definitely keeping my eyes on him as the season goes on. Because I think he's a big, I think Chris Johnson has all the ability in the world. So, but I got, again, just based off his draft status alone, I've got a level of expectation for him, and hopefully he meets that. But we'll see how it shakes out, though, man. But that inside outside versatility, there's a lot of cornerbacks in the league that they don't have that ability, and B, they just refuse to do that. So. But we'll see, man. But Hafley loves that kid, though. Hafley absolutely. When you see him, when Chris Johnson is brought up, when he's at the podium, you see how his face it's like he's talking about his own son, bro. You know what I mean? Damn near. So I'm gonna give Jeff Halfley the benefit of the doubt, and he obviously knows more football than all of us can ever dream of. So like I said, man, we'll see how it shakes out. But I'm looking forward to seeing him play as well.
Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you don't get no more. You don't get no more comprehensive than that, man.
So EM.
What's good, crypto?
So you think as far as these first slate of preseason games is gonna go normally, as far as how they're gonna play the minutes?
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Well,
given that this is a young team, or they might do it different because of the team is still young and they got to figure things out.
Well, I think I think what they should do, obviously, like we stated earlier, I think they should go against the grain a little bit.
Yeah.
Than what we're accustomed to seeing in previous years in a preseason. But more than likely, more than likely they'll probably just go with how things normally a traditional preseason situation is. I think they'll probably just go with the way things normally go in terms of the preseason. But what they should do though, now I want to see at least a quarter from Malik in every game. Again, like these players need work, bro.
And by the way, real quick,
Yeah.
EM, I'm the last 30 minutes. This is gonna be the last 30 minutes of the show, so I'm gonna drop the link for everybody to come up and.
Yeah.
I like how he warns EM, like, EM, just so you know, you're going to have to talk to other people, bro.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I'm just warning people that they only got 30 minutes.
Oh, well, EM, it was great talking to you, man. Definitely.
You already put it in the chat?
Well,
y'all keep talking, EM. Keep talking. I'm just,
okay.
You put it in the chat already, Shay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, I see. I keep hearing the echo. Is that me?
That's probably
Oh, okay. But yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till next week, and we can finally play a different team, and we can we can better assess, on where we are, as a team. I mean, that's not. It's not the end all be all, but it's always good to see how you stack up against, different competition. So, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's gonna be refreshing is not to hear, oh, it was Tua's fault. No, it wasn't Tua's fault. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't.
Oh my God! And listen, this coming from
Those
a Tua
days
guy,
are
right?
finally over.
I'm telling you now.
Man.
I'm telling you fucking right now. And again, we all know how I felt about Tua, but I'm so fucking glad we don't have to have that conversation in the community ever again, bro. Him and Mike McDaniel. I was watching NFL Network the other day.
I thought you missed those conversations, EM.
Bro. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying every conversation was terrible. It's just when you run into these these morons. When you went to these idiots. You know what I mean? That's what you mean.
You mean like the ones that said that Tua didn't belong in the league?
No, not that guy. No, not that guy.
Listen.
No, not that guy.
And by the way, bro, listen. If hear me out. If he wins a division or a playoff game with Atlanta, or those conversations are coming back up, my friend.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh yeah.
Will.
But you know what?
That would think you can end that by saying he did it in Atlanta and then do it with us.
But I think Tua is going. I think Tua, as long as he's a better physical version of himself than what we've seen the last 2 years, I think Tua's going to play well. Tua's going to go to Atlanta. He's gonna play well. He's gonna put up numbers, right? But at the end of the day, when when they have to play outside of that dome, and they play one of the some of the better defenses, Tua,
Yeah.
and they take certain things from him, Tua is gonna struggle. We know who Tua is.
Right. We already know.
Again, I never would, again, I don't subscribe to that narrative of Tua was just complete garbage and all. No, I just don't feel that way. But I'm just glad the reason why he had 6 years here.
He's the best quarterback since Bob Greasy.
He had 6 years here in Miami. He had more than enough time to really elevate and to see if he can become, an improved version of himself. And he could not do that. He couldn't do it. And at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, he's just not the quarterback for us now. Now it's kind of like a divorce. You know what I'm saying? You divorce your wife, she goes on, find somebody, she's a better fit for that individual, and then you move on, you find somebody you're a better fit for that individual, right? So it ran its course.
Usually one of the two gets a disease, bro. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, bro, it's just he's just not the guy. And it's just time to move on. And I'm glad Jeff, John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley felt the same way. Nah, bro, it's
just the Band-Aid off instead of trying to, yeah.
Yeah, it was just not only him, but Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Chubb and all. They had their time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just like the fact that the whole team is not here for one man anymore, bro. Like
Jalen Waddle, we'll get a chance to play him this year.
It's a good point you bring up Jalen Waddle.
I think that's
it's not like I really.
I know we play them.
Like
who else
really
we traded away that we got to play?
It's not like I really hate Jalen Waddle, but it's like he's.
I think it's them, right? They the only team, right?
Criticize Jalen Waddle. You can't criticize
the only team we played that we traded away a player.
Oh, you can't hear Color Talk?
No, I can't. I gotta go out and come in.
All right.
I was gonna say, God damn, Crypto.
But you know what I mean?
at all.
You know what I mean? Though,
yeah.
Like you couldn't criticize some of these players because they were friends of Tua, and it's like now I gotta listen to fans going, "Oh, you were wrong again. Look at that one-handed catch Waddle made out in Denver." It's like, yeah, okay, so he's starting to look the ball in, like I told him he needed to do. What's that? Tell me anything but I was right. You know what I mean?
Okay, now I hear Color.
Well, yeah, but
he got a one-handed grab in camp. Oh, good for him. You know.
Yeah, they it's just people. Unfortunately, they get too attached to these players, and it's like they're beyond criticism. You can't be critical.
Mm-hmm.
You can't if it's not. Oh, he's the greatest. Oh, we're getting him fitted for his gold jacket. Anything, anything that
do you notice how that's still going on? That's still going on, Ian. But you notice how it's not tied to players that are associated with making Tua better.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I can say, oh, Jacob Rodriguez, he has these faults. I expect him to do good, but he's got to prove a lot. And a person might say, oh, well, you're just a Jacob Rodriguez hater. Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah. I've got these concerns. Okay, and it ends right there. Whereas if I was criticizing Waddle, oh, I'm committing a cardinal sin, dude.
See, that's why
idiot. I don't know football. You know what I mean?
That's why it's so difficult to engage with these morons, bro. Like it is, man. I listen, and again, I just been listening here lately, and you listen to these conversations on YouTube and Twitter or wherever, and I'm just like, I'm just shaking my head. I get tempted to come in there and really. And get after people, but I'm just like, my God, bro.
I can't hear AM.
Yep. You can't hear
Can y'all hear me?
He's just switching back and forth, you and me, yeah. I don't think he can hear you now.
Mm.
Are you back there for some reason, or I guess he put himself in the back?
But yeah, it's difficult, bro. Like to hear these morons.
Well, you know what? What though? Yeah, if Tua wasn't here though, and Waddle was working out the way he did, right? We would have traded him earlier when he still had value. And guess what? How would that $90-something million cap hit be feeling now that we got a bag for Waddle 2-3 years ago?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But I do think now was the time to move him. He's still, and
what would have been lost in the long run? In the long run, though, Ian, what would have been lost if we would have cut bait with Waddle back then?
Well, they Mike McDaniel wasn't going to do that. Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer were not going to do that.
Well, not because he was part of the image. He was part of the image. That's what I'm talking about. He was part of the 100%. Whole package, bro.
And on top of that, Greer gave up 2 first-round picks.
The whole sale, the whole box set. You know what I mean? Like,
gentlemen, you guys have a great night. I got
all 4 DVDs.
Oh, you go.
All right, Ali.
All right, man. Hey, always respect to you, Ali. Be good, bro.
Ali.
Thank you.
But Chris Greer was not going to do that. I mean, he invested 2 first-round picks in him,
and that's why he paid for it.
Yeah.
And he paid for it.
Cut out again.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, Shake?
Because honestly, what have we really done any much different than Chris Greer? All GMs are the same.
Ian, can you hear? Can you talk?
Yeah, I can hear Crypto. I hear everybody.
Crypto, can you hear me?
I guess when Ali cut out, it cuts out my audio. Let me go in.
I don't think he can hear any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Yep. You see what I mean by morons in the chat? Look at that CCRR idiot. He been one of the biggest idiots for about 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? Morons. Absolute morons.
Who's that? Who you talking about?
This CCRR clown. Drop that link for him. I've been trying to get him to come up on a he's scared to come up on a panel when I'm up here. He knows better. But I've been trying to get him for years.
You talking about your boogeyman, Em? Your boogeyman?
That moron. I've been trying to get him to climb out of his goddamn mama's basement for years now and get his ass up on one of these motherfuckers, but he won't do it. He gonna stay his dumb ass in the chat and lie and spread false narratives like he always does, bro. So it's cool. It's all right. That's it. It's typical.
I didn't know he was your boogeyman, Em. I didn't know.
Boogeyman.
Absolute morons. So, but that's cute though, Shake. Though, use a hoe for that, Shake. Talking about some New York Knicks fan. Use a hoe for that. By the way, Crypto, you too. That's cute.
Yeah.
You want room for the Knicks? My bad.
I saw you at the New York parade in Times Square, Em. I saw you. I saw you in Times Square.
Hey, I see Mountie in the chat. I thought Shake had sent the link to Mountie. I thought y'all was trying to set me up. I see Mountie in the chat. I know he ain't gonna hit that link. He know better.
Yeah, it's been a while since Mountie will come up here. He's been up here time. Mountie's family.
Hey, by the way,
yeah.
Oh, Mountie.
You know what's funny is
tell him Agba is coming back.
Mountie's one of the few people Mountie's one of the few people that actually checks in on me every once in a while.
There's a trend on fucking YouTube, Facebook, right? And they're putting Gem Cat like it's kind of like whiteface, if you will. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, for instance,
here we go.
Oh man,
I am going to refrain from this conversation.
Jim Carrey.
Oh man, Dr. Dumb.
Damn.
I'm one of those people that can't say anything right, so I will refuse to engage in this conversation.
Man.
Jim Carrey and Bad Boys.
Jim Carrey, good old Jim.
God.
Oh yeah,
are they trying to do Are they trying to make a point, Shake? Is that what they're trying to do? Like what would happen if we changed out all the? Yeah, okay. See, now that's like fifth grade. That's like kindergarten stuff. When they have to go back, like
that's crazy.
What if we changed out all these actors to white people?
Justice,
it's like,
he better take his hands off my woman.
New Jack City.
That's crazy right there, man. That is
Boys of the Hood.
who the fuck is doing that though, Shay?
I had no idea.
What's the point of doing it? Oh, that's
Right.
crazy right there.
That is crazy.
That
They're
is
trying to
crazy.
make a point, Ian.
Cat Williams.
They're trying to piss the other side of the political aisle off by saying, "Look what happens if we start changing out all these black actors to white actors."
Yeah, that's. I just thought it was funny. That's all that is.
Yeah.
By the
Well,
way,
yeah, for the average person, who is sensible, shake, like, you know, and not in their feelings, yeah, it is just funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
So, by the way, you know, October, you know, September is when you start seeing pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that, right?
Yeah, pumpkin spice. Yeah, pretty much everything. Yeah.
Hey, check this out.
The whole grocery aisle.
There's a new pumpkin spice out that I think y'all enjoy. Pumpkin spice
salmon.
Salmon.
Oh, no.
That's over the top
No,
there.
even the bears are getting into the pumpkin lattes. Oh, come on.
Man.
And by the way, this is one of my favorite you know, PBS and Marvel are gonna do a crossover. I think this would be a great movie.
Uh-oh. Oh, well, it should have been Van Helsing. That's because he's Dracula. He's not just an average vampire. It should have been Van Helsing.
Hey, Blade is a fucking classic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, part 3, he took on Dracula.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. The original Dracula.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Tupac. By the way, this is Tupac as Mask.
I mean, he could have probably played that part.
And all right, here's an important question. Here's an important question for you guys. This is something that I seen on a training camp video. So, all right, y'all take your homework hats off. All right, where do you take the next bite?
Uh-oh. This seems like a trick question.
I say B. I continue.
I mean, that's where I would always go. That's the whole reason I bit around the other side, is so I could have B.
No, I'd say B
AFC?
for last. I'd go
B
C.
would be last.
I'd go
I'd
C.
like bite it around in a circle, right? So
Yeah.
C.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm going C.
C and A, because then that leaves you a bigger piece of B. I got you guys. I'm with you. A and C first, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cut out the whole crust, and then you got a nice juicy middle all to yourself.
Exactly. Eat the edges of the bread first, and then take care of the middle.
We all think the same
That's
way,
it.
bro. It's hilarious. The humans ain't so
Peanut
different.
butter and jelly.
By the way, if anybody asks
There's
me
certain
where,
things, it's like we're all a bunch of geese, man. We all do the same thing.
listen, if anybody asks me where I got these memes, I'm just gonna plead the fifth.
Jesus.
I plead the fifth. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Remember that? Anything you say, fifth. Go ahead, ask me a question. Fifth. But
you got to put your fingers up and pinch them at the same time. Be like,
oh man, it's But no, real talk. EM, check this out. One of the things I noticed, with one thing I went to training camp, right? And one thing I observed is that during the beginning of OTAs, mini camps, and all that stuff, they intentionally made Malik Willis not do his strong suit. They made him work out of the pocket and not get comfortable and run like these other quarterbacks. So, and he actually scrambled.
no underwear Olympics, huh?
Yeah, when they were on Thursday, he actually scrambled when it was a real time football situation. But I think their practice, they're trying to get Malik Willis to be sharper out of the pocket instead of being going for the easy run.
Yeah, and I agree with. And see, I remember months ago I was in a space, And this is back when OTA started. And remember when the narrative was out about Quinn Ewers was allegedly ahead of Malik, looked better than Malik at that point in time? Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were intentional about it. But I said that in the space. I said, well, this is not, I said, I'm not surprised to hear that. Because if you look at how structured the environment is from an OTA and mandatory minicamp standpoint, and knowing Malik's skill set and knowing he's still developing that aspect of his game, that wasn't to hear that Quinn Ewers looked a little ahead of the curve. That was not surprising for me to hear because Quinn Ewers is a pocket guy. You know what I mean? He's like Tua in a lot of ways. He wins from the pocket. He throws with anticipation. He throws with anticipation. He's accurate. He plays on time. That's what we need Malik to be for him to really to transform him and elevate his game to the level that we all hope he can become. But I just didn't know that they were going to be, they were intentional. They were making him stay. But that's all about. They're just trying to accelerate his development from that standpoint. That's all that is. So to hear Hafley come out and say at months, well, we were very intentional about telling Malik to do X, Y, Z. Well, that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? But when I was in that space, there was a lot of pushback, right? There was a lot of pushback that day. Oh, well, he's trash. He's this. He's not going to be X, Y, Z or whatever. I was like, bro, this is all about development. This is all about, again, they're trying to bring and extract and enhance that aspect of his game because they understand what his ceiling is from a physical standpoint. They're trying to get him to get close or match. They're trying to get him to match that and achieve that ceiling. And the only way to do that is to get him. We know he can do the spectacular. We know he's athletic. We know he has a big arm, right? The only thing about Malik, the only aspect of his game that is, it's a gray area there is his ability to consistently win and stay in the pocket. Can he win? Can he offer? Can he be the player that stays on that plays on time? Can he be the player that is patient in the pocket and consistently, evaluating all three levels? Can he do that? Well, that tells me, yeah, he's on the right track. But when Jeff Hafley came, when he was at the podium, and he said that we were very intentional about making Malik, from a practice standpoint, stay in the pocket and really do things, run the offense from that perspective. Well, that tells me that again, 100% that. My evaluation of Malik was spot on because they see a lot of the same things that I see. You know what I mean? So, but can they get it out of him? Can he be that guy? I'm willing to take the risk. Like the athletic traits and the ceiling is worth the risk. We don't know what Malik is going to be. But when a lot of people question signing him, and now again, another situation where they were overly critical about, I felt like a lot of our fan base were overly critical about signing him. Again, you take the shot because of the traits, the talent level. Yeah. His ceiling is so high. Those are the players that you want to swing for the fences on. It's a potential home run.
And what else were we going to do? And what else were we going to do at the time? I mean, let's be real.
So no, bro. But to hear him say that and it's just they're trying to accelerate the development from that, in that aspect of the game. So,
being that Hafley seen him in practice, he's like, yeah, I could do something with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You hear him. They both are like. I heard John Eric Sullivan when they interviewed him on a podcast the other day. He was like, his ceiling is through the roof. If we can just get, again, I've said this multiple times, if you can extract 50% on how Tua plays the game of quarterback and inject that into Malik's veins, you will have a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
You would literally have a top 5 quarterback. So I'm not saying he has to become he has to become Tom Brady from the pocket.
That assessment.
He don't have to be Tom Brady from the pocket, but and every quarterback for them to be for again for him to really get to that ceiling, you got to win from the pocket, bro. We've had you have to win from the pocket. That's how the game is won more often than not.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to, but if you don't have the ability to, you're not going to rack up very many wins. Because that's about what? That's about 5 wins on average for the quarterbacks that can do what you're talking about, Ian.
Well,
No, you don't
I mean,
always have to win a game that way, but the point is to have the ability to do it gives you a guaranteed 5-win season. Everything else is an add-on to that. You know what I mean? Like that's where you're starting if you got a quarterback like that. It's 5 wins, and that was proven by guys like Deshaun Watson, who throw 33 touchdowns in a 4-12 season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that was that was 4 manufactured wins by a great quarterback. That's what that was.
Yeah,
and JJ Watt even recognized it.
That team was terrible, though. Man, that team was terrible.
Yeah, it was. And people are revising history already. EM acting like they don't know whether D-Hop was still there or not. And it's like, no, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he was already gone. They gutted that team before that season.
Yeah, that was a bit. But man. Speaking of Deshaun Watson, what the fuck is going on with him? What happened to Deshaun, bro?
The last thing I saw, Ian. The last thing
I heard
was
Deshaun is leading camp. He's heard he's doing. He's
leading. They said he having a good camp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The last article I saw, EM, was he's leading the pack right now out there.
Oh, okay. But still, man, he just looks like, man. There has to be a 30 for 30 at some point. It might not be until 10 years from now, but to the fall from grace.
I agree with you. We should trade for Shedeur Sanders.
To fall, I mean, man, he was the most at that time the most dynamic. I mean, at that time, he was the most dynamic player in the league. I mean, he was right there with Mahomes, and man, he just looks like
almost a perfect combination between Mahomes and Jackson, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. And see him, and see Deshaun. See that's why I vision that year, that version of Deshaun. That is what I envision and hope. I'm hopeful for what Malik can blossom into.
He's like Jaden Daniels. He's like Jaden Daniels with thicker arms.
Yeah. So again, my bad. Go ahead, Shake.
No, go ahead. Hey, Apex. Let's go to Apex. You there? Apex Sports, you there? I guess not. Go ahead. Continue, Ian.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, there has to be a 30 for 30 at some point. Because I mean, man, he looks like to go from that level to being looking like he's never played the position ever in his life. There has to be a study conducted.
The 30 for 30 would be if he were to end up making still making a Hall of Fame career out of it. That would be the 30 for 30.
Actually, the 30 for 30 is you look at Josh Allen's draft class, and you would have never said that Sam Darnold would have been the first person in that draft class to win a Super Bowl.
Well, true. That's true.
Now, one thing I will say. Now, one thing I will say about Deshaun, though, again, you look at a young Deshaun, and he was, as dynamic as it gets. I think Deshaun, what hurt him, what hindered him, I think, when he went from the system that he was in and the freedom that Bill O'Brien allowed him in Houston. When he went
I can't wait for 49ers football. I want 49ers football to start now. I can't wait, bro. The preseason starts on August 13th, and then the regular season starts on September 20th. Why can't 49ers football start now? Why do you have to wait till September for 49ers football to start?
Well, they
Like
got to
I don't
get
want to
all your
wait till,
players.
but
They
we
got to
have to wait
grease all
till,
your players' wheelchairs.
but we have to wait till
Yeah.
September for the regular season to start. Can preseason end quickly, and then can the regular season start right away?
Yeah, like right away.
I don't want to. I don't want to wait till September. I want to wait. I want to start now. September's too long for
No,
me to wait. I don't want to wait till
exactly.
September.
Why did we invent the microwave? I mean, you're right,
Uh,
bro. I'm with you.
I don't want to
yeah.
wait till September.
I don't want to wait till
I
December.
want the season to
I
start
can't wait.
now
I
because
want Christmas to come right now.
who's
I don't want to wait till
gonna
December.
who's gonna wait that long? Like
To Christmas?
you have to
I've been
wait till
waiting.
September
I mean,
for us to play
I've
you
been waiting
guys.
35 years, man. I don't know.
We're playing you guys. We're playing you guys. Opened up the season.
No, week 2.
Like our home opener is against the Dolphins,
No,
and
not the homeowner.
that's gonna be
A home opener, yeah.
entertaining. I'm looking forward to which players that are going to be starting.
Where's the season opener?
Hopefully, George Kittle is not going to be starting because George Kittle is out with that injury, and Ricky Pearsall is out with the injury too.
He's out for the season.
The 49ers are blaming the substation. Like, are you out of your mind? They're blaming the substation for all the injuries that the 49ers are having. I'm like,
What substation?
the 49ers substation right by Levi's. They're blaming the substation for all the injuries the 49ers have been having. They're blaming the substation that all these in training camp, all these injuries. They're turning that into a joke. I'm like,
all right, good to know.
But I just don't want to wait till September. Like, I'm fed up right now. Like, Niner football should start now immediately. Nobody should have to wait till September to watch this team again.
Man, the level of
49ers, the
insight.
49ers
Wow.
they have 49ers have 3 preseason games.
Dude's just popping off, EM. Like get it all out, bro. Tell us how you feel.
I feel fed up that
Well, tell
preseason
us.
football is not. I mean, preseason football is just they're just practice games. But I know some of my friends would watch preseason football, regular season. Football means anything to all my friends. They're gonna watch anything. Doesn't matter preseason, regular
What do
season.
you
It
think about
doesn't
Debo
matter.
Sam? What do you
I
think
like
about Debo
watching
Samuels?
49er football. That's all I care about.
What do you think about Debo Samuels coming back?
I don't care if it's preseason.
Can you hear me? Apex Sports.
Do you like preseason?
Yeah, I like preseason. Why not?
You think preseason football is as boring as people think it is?
No.
Sometimes.
But they're not. They're scrimmage games, but I can clearly see how if you're a diehard football fan, you will go to every single game,
let me ask you.
regardless of preseason or regular season.
Let me ask you
Regardless, you're
about
gonna
what
go
do
to
you think
every
about
game.
Debo Samuels
You're
coming
gonna
back?
go to every single game,
Can you hear me?
you're not gonna miss. And I'm not gonna miss a single game.
Can you hear me? Apex Sports.
You know how much the Miami Dolphins and 49 game has opened up this season? You know how much the tickets cost for that game? $119 a seat. I'm not.
Apex, can you hear me?
I want to go to a 49.
Apex, can you hear me?
I went to a LA Rams and 49ers game last season, and I spent like $100 on the. I spent $100 for
Apex, can you hear me?
for that game.
Can you hear me, Apex?
And it rained in that game.
Apex,
I mean,
can you hear
we were
me?
all drenched. I mean, it was raining at Levi's. I didn't even wear a rain jacket.
Okay, anyway.
Goodness. Ooh wee.
Wow. I had that pony. It was a good pony.
Apex Sport. That's the name of his YouTube channel, Apex
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look him up, man. That level of insight, boy. I tell you, school was definitely in session.
No,
Yeah.
it was thought out. That was well thought out and prepared.
Man.
With that being said, we out of here.
That's your kind of guy, Em. Your
Yeah,
cup of
yeah.
tea.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That sound like the Spurs commentators.
Apex, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, Apex, you have a YouTube channel, my friend?
I have a YouTube channel. It's called the Apex Sports Network.
I'm definitely looking you up, bro, for sure.
What do you think of Debo Samuels?
Debo Samuel coming back to the 49ers. I love that. I was waiting to wear my number 19 jersey, my Debo Samuel jersey.
Wait a minute, is he talking now? I can't hear him. Hold on.
Hey, I was saving to wear my number 19
You're very
Debo
blessed
Samuel
right now, Crypto.
jersey. You know,
I
I have
can't
my
hear
number
him.
19 Debo Samuel jersey.
Is he a breath of fresh air?
In my room right now,
You're
and
a
I'm
very
waiting to
blessed
wear it
man,
at a
Crypto.
Niner game because I
He's
love
definitely
Debo.
got a
That's
lot
why I
of
was
fresh air.
saving my jersey so I can wear it at a 49er game, and he's going back to number 19. He was number 1, but he's going back to his old number.
This is up.
I love that. He's going to be wearing number 19 at the start of the 49er season. Debo's going to be wearing number 19.
What do you think you're gonna finish?
It won't be number
hang on,
1.
Crypto.
He was wearing number
hang
1
on,
with the
Shake. One sec.
Commanders.
Go ahead. Do you think?
Apex, do you go live or do you just drop shows or what on your channel, bro?
I haven't been going live because I work like 5 days in a week, so I haven't been able to make any live content. But
Where do you
Dolphins
work?
and 49er game, I work at Levi's Stadium right next to the 49er Stadium.
Oh, okay, very good, man. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna definitely look you up, bro, for sure.
Hey, when the 49ers are playing the Dolphins, and we definitely have to hook that up, and we have to make that happen somehow. Like we have to do that. We have to do that because like that's gonna be a really good game, and hopefully we slaughter you. Cause, dude, imagine how exciting that would be. We slaughter you 2-0 to open up the
so
season,
good.
bro. Imagine how cool that would be, bro. 2-0 to open up the season, bro.
Uh-huh.
How exciting would that be, bro?
This shit
Like
can't be real.
undefeated, man. We beat the Rams in Australia 1-0.
We all getting
We
punked
beat the
right now.
Dolphins 2-0, baby. We're gonna go 17-0.
We all getting punked right now.
Yeah, we can go
Guarantee you.
17. Niners are gonna go 17-0.
This dude talking about beating us and taking
Yeah, we're
our
gonna
record.
beat you
Oh
guys
my god!
in our own house. You think you're gonna come in our house and try and take us down in our own house? That is not happening anyway. There is no freaking way you're coming in our house and beating us. We're gonna beat you. We're gonna if we don't play you guys. We don't play you guys again. We only play you one time in the season.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. You can beat us in our house, but if we don't, I hope. I really would love us to play you 2 times, but we don't play you 2 times. We only play you 1 time, and it's gonna be a bloodbath for you guys, man.
Yeah.
When you realize you've lost the game, all your fans are gonna all your Dolphins fans are gonna leave.
Well, I wouldn't want to say
When
it.
you realize halfway in the game that you're down, you're not gonna watch the rest. Your fans are not gonna watch the rest of the game. They're gonna leave, man. They don't want to. They don't want to come in Levi's Stadium and go up against you. Trying to go up against us, and you think you're gonna beat us. Like,
Speaking of leaving, we're gonna about to wrap the show up. Apex Sports, appreciate you for coming by.
Are you down to do that Dolphins and Niners game? We should link link up both of our channels, bro. Hook up, do a simulcast
You guys
show
are
on
gonna
both
have
of
to
our
give me
channels,
the
man.
recap.
So you can because I want to do it on your
Shake,
channel
you're gonna
too.
have to give me
So
this.
you can get So if I do, if we do a show on
Shake,
your
you're gonna
channel,
give me the wealth of knowledge this guy
then
is
you're
passing on
That's
to
gonna
me.
be fire.
then if we do a show on your channel, then my subscribers will get my viewers will get me subscribers, and your viewers will get you subscribers.
This shit can't be real. I'm telling you right now, bro.
No, this shit is real.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
No,
Good
this
night.
shit is
Thanks
real,
for-
bro. I'm
All right,
not
man.
joking. This shit is
All right.
real.
All right, dude. Later.